Hey there guys, BlackPanthaa here and welcome to a very interesting drift build indeed. This is the unlikely drift build. Anyway, so it's similar to the design we had on Forza Motorsport 5. Some of you may remember it was blacked out and had sticker bomb along the edge, and this is the closest I can find. Annoyingly, I wanted to go with the proper one, but it's pretty damn nice, I've got to admit. Anyway, we've got ourselves a carbon hood, or black hood of sorts. It's got a smiley face on it, which looks really stupid. I don't know, it looks like it's got a penis in its mouth. But we do have a sticker bomb on the back, which is the main thing I wanted, so I am very happy. Anyway, let's go and take this thing for 18,000. And make it into a mid-powered drift build. I don't want to go all out with this thing because that would just take away from it. Just for curiosity, I want to see how far we can go. So we can go to S class, which is the 458, and you can see the Ford. So, anyway, what I want to know is what would be a good average performance area for this thing. I think if we just go on to this and go somewhere in the middle and play with it from there. I think B class seems a little underpowered for what I normally go for, but this is Forza Motorsport 6. They changed how the system ranks your car, giving an unfair advantage to rear-wheel drive cars. But we won't get into that. That's another story for another day. But I want to see how we can do with this. So tire compound, it put us onto street tires. We haven't tried street tires, so we may as well keep those and see what that's like. You know, I'm not really going to bother playing with the thickness of this, but what I want to see is what we can put on the front. So we can put an extra, like a little dinner plate on the front of there. An extension for the dinner plate. And for this, we can put a... Oh my god, why would you not put that on? You'd be a mentalist to leave it off. Drivetrain swaps to rear-wheel drive. We're actually going to do the drivetrain swap, unfortunately. I know. I want to just go for rear-wheel drive for this one. And let's put a twin turbo in there. Let's put a twin turbo in there. So we're in the Bernese Alps, and we had to come here. Like, this is the last location I drifted this thing. I believe I drifted it all-wheel drive the last time I did, but... Oh! That is the coolest sounding truck I've ever heard in my life. Let's go. So, as I said, the last time we drove this thing, it was all-wheel drive. It comes all-wheel drive stock, which I actually completely forgot. But we have converted it to see what we can do. Now, the thing is with Forza's conversions, the cars still kind of have the characteristics of the fact that they are all-wheel drive or front-wheel drive or whatever in them when you do convert them. So it does feel a little bit odd compared to most of the normal rear-wheel drive cars. To say the car comes rear-wheel drive stock. I don't know if it's just me or if that is actually a thing. Let me know if you know what I mean. Like, especially in Forza Horizon 2, that was a big thing. I always felt as if the front wheels were still pulling slightly. They might still be. I'm not too sure if that's a fact or just my brain thinking that. Anyway, so I'm actually kind of liking this already. Like, I kind of like that I haven't made it too powerful, so it's not stupid. But I also like the fact that it's not too weak, because a lot of cars I'll pull out and I'll start drifting for the hell of it, and you can tell it's very underpowered. But this thing, it seems just about right. If we get a little bit more toe angle on there, we'll be able to drive it a little bit better. I almost completely forgot that you can actually do that on the fly in these free races. This is why I always went on the free races. So let's put that up a little bit, and ride height, I'm going to bring it down a little bit. You know, we're going to slam it this time because we haven't done that in quite a while. Differential is already basically how we want it to be. It's weird how the lighting just messes up in that tunnel. It looks so weird. It's like they just forgot to do the lighting in the tunnel or something. Anyway, so I want to try the cockpit. Oh god, I'm not a fan of the blue window tint. Not in the slightest. It feels a little too stable, if I'm honest. Like, I want it to lose control a little bit more. There's something kind of weird. I think it might be the tires, actually, because we did go with street tires, didn't we? That would probably be it. It feels, as I said, it feels grippier, but I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, because obviously it allows me to not slam into the pissing wall, like when I go with normal tires, but it doesn't let me slide as much. That's an interesting trade-off we have there. I know it kind of makes sense. You'd think about that first, wouldn't you? But, I mean, it's me. Come on. What do you think I am? How did we not touch the wall? I think the street tires would probably be better if you went with a little bit more power. Maybe like mainly muscle cars, rear-wheel drive stock muscle cars. Those would probably benefit most from street tires. They feel as if, like, you know, they basically wheel spin 24/7. They don't stop wheel spinning. Well, this, it feels like it just wants to stop wheel spinning as soon as you just go into a straight line. It's like, no, okay, I'm done. I'm not going to drift anymore. And then you're like, I demand you. And it's like, okay, I'm sorry. I'll slide a little bit. And then I'll just decide to correct myself and just go back to normal. I am again a normal car. Drift! I demand! Okay. I'll try to. I'm not doing very well. I know. You don't need to tell me that. Oh, come on, please. No! We smashed it. Oh, God. You see, this is why UK insurance is high, because twats like me decide to try and drift a big fucking truck. No, but seriously, I think it's good to drift something like this. I want to experiment with a few more cars. Like, normally I'll stick to my certain favorites and new cars, and that'll be it. But I found on Forza 5, and, you know, as we found out in the other video with the big stupid wing thing, going for cars that you don't normally try end up being, well, pretty damn awesome in some instances. And this is probably one of my favorites. Like, I don't know, you just don't imagine this thing drifting. But if you saw it, you'd be like, holy shit, that guy is insane, and I love it. I made it on Forza 5. Did you know? I've probably already told you about 20 times. I made it on Forza 5. Did you know that? I probably told you about 50 times. Fucking shit! So personally, I think I would not go with street tires again unless I was kind of wanting to do short professional drifts in a lower end car, or I was using a car with a lot more power. It feels, I've got to say, it feels nicer, and you can bring it back a lot easier. That might also be due to the fact that we're converting it from all-wheel drive to rear-wheel drive and things like that I've mentioned before. But at the same time, like, I think I just generally would go that route. If it doesn't have a lot of power, go with normal tires. If it has too much power, upgrade the tires slightly. Not to drag tires. But I am glad to have this car in my possession now again. Since I haven't had it since Forza 5, so quite a while. I say quite a while. It's not really that long, to be honest. It feels like a couple of months ago. Probably was, to be honest. But anyway, let me know your thoughts on this truck down below. If you want to see me do more stupid, unlikely builds in every area, not just drifting it around, just stupid builds no matter what, then you're in the right place. Subscribe if you're new. Be sure to leave a like if you want to see more videos like that. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace. Gadget!